Not once does this episode make a Pinkie Pie pie pun. Applejack is telling lies if she wants us to believe she's not secretly using genetically magical organisms to grow this many apples. Another much more sinful theme sin is the fact Fluttershy's segment is cut short just in this episode for some reason. Dash has apparently been keeping her dislike of pie secret for a long time. Why would she make such an obvious mistake as throwing the pie on top of the trash being wheeled directly toward Pinkie? And right after a perfectly reasonable excuse about not eating it, which Pinkie happily accepts. Other than because the episode has to happen, of course. Rest in peace, random trash can that's been neglected since season 1. That human sock belonged in a museum. Front-facing gummy isn't real. Front-facing gummy can't hurt you.
Unless Rainbow Dash has been replaced by an imposter!
Of all the wacky things Pinkie speculates, this possibility sort of happened already and is the least suspicious.
Rainbow Dash is too stubborn to be brainwashed. Plus, she hates washing.
Yeah, every pony knows Rainbow Dash doesn't bathe. Pinkie is supposed to be the most well-respected party planner, but if she's throwing parties with dishes this nasty, it's no wonder the parties are free, because no pony would hire her. Oh look, a flashback to Pinkie Pride. You know, the episode featuring this humongous cupcake pizza and towering layers of birthday cake. This very ordinary pie seems like a very underwhelming choice by comparison. Somehow, the meringue isn't all over this sheet. The pies go in the opposite direction of the table catapult. Cartoon physics, man. Don't try to make sense of it. Also, this method of pie disposal requires Pinkie to just happen to not look at the tables directly behind her. This is one of many examples where it seems like Dash is trying to get caught, and Pinkie's single-digit brain cells can't figure it out.
Never seen her eat one?
Affirmative. Or, negative.
Spitfire, captain of the Wonderbolts, doesn't know what the word affirmative means.
Did you have the lab analyze the flavor of that pie?
Implication of an autopsy or stool sample. Neither of these things should be heard from the mouth of Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Shout out to Evil Laser Dash for making most fan art and fanfiction seem tame by comparison. It looks like Pinkie gets uncomfortably close to Applejack for dramatic effect, but really it was AJ who moved in. Just as we were all making progress in therapy after witnessing human leg Celestia, must we be subjected to human leg Pinkie?
Thanks, Applejack! I knew I could count on you to come up with a plan!
Thanks for your help, AJ. Hats off to you. Dash's house is a cloud high in the sky, so why do we see what looks like brown dirt in the walls? Unless this is a glimpse into the Pegasi sewage system. There sure ain't any pipes going to the ground, after all. Maybe Tank's digestive problems aren't from eating too many pies, but from eating the pie tins. Rainbow Dash's bangs glitch and disappear for a moment. Spitfire bucks Pinkie off of her back, endangering the life of a pony who can't fly. Rainbow Dash crashes into this tree and conveniently lands on a gurney. No, you didn't mishear that, because this is clearly Rainbow Dash's grunt. In Equestria, medical treatment can't be refused. Ever since Nurse Redheart was fined for war crimes, she's been very aggressively pushing her brand services to recoup. Despite the clearly established rules about staying off the runway, and a demonstration of what happens to those who don't, the EMT pony wheels the gurney right down the middle. Maybe he's hoping another pony will land on it for double the injury quota. These strawberries disappear in the next shot. Of all the methods Dash uses to hide the pies from Pinkie, this one makes the least sense. How did these few kids eat so many? Why don't they leave with anything in their mouths? Are we to assume the classic non-diegetic cartoon smoke cloud is actually present in universe? The mayor left her podium here to remind every pony who's in charge. It also magically disappears for a moment, along with this table and these transforming balloons. The unprecedented 4-in-1 sin. Rainbow Dash being able to move in the blink of an eye is perfectly believable, but these balloons floating that fast sure isn't.
You sure you don't have to blink?
Nope, I'm not much of a blinker.
Pinkie Pie forgets she has 2 eyes and can blink one at a time. The Princess of Friendship has a front row seat to a very serious friendship problem and doesn't lift a hoof to help simply because her butt doesn't glow.
I have amnesia! I've been brainwashed!
It's opposite day. Your memory's working fine, you hate washing, and I know today's not opposite day because I baked you a pie for it every year.
Proof that Pinkie Pie can read minds, another left field dig at Rainbow Dash's hygiene, and implying Pinkie Pie doesn't deliver an empty pie tin on opposite day.
And not just Pinkie's pies, all pies!
All pies, huh? Does that include the pie you ate during the Sister Hoop Social with Scootaloo, Dashy? Or is this a confession of cheating that race?
Phew! Gummies, that you?
No, we've clearly established it's Rainbow Dash. Throwing rocks out a window while ignoring the ability to fly up and knock on it. Also, what a great thing to encourage the kitties to try.
Any idea how many pies pies you've made for me over the years?
I know exactly how many. I have a very detailed piling system.
Half a sin for the pun, and half a sin for assuming any kiddies watching would know what a filing system is. If you're sorry and someone won't accept your apology, offer to harm yourself while they watch to make it up to them. Pinkie's insanity might be contagious, because one of Dash's irises also changes size for a moment.
Just remember, in the future you can always be honest with me.
I could have told her that.
And yet you didn't.
You did a lot of ridiculous and overly complex things to get rid of my pies.
When really all she had to do was throw it really fast, or make excuses about eating them later. Or, just eat them anyway. Episode debunked. 0 out of 10. Would not dedicate life to this show.
Hey, what's that over there?
Have a bite.
Whoa, what's that?
You! Gummies, that you? Oh, it's you.